What's up, guys? We finally did it. We pulled the trigger on a 2024 DRZ 400s. I love this bike. This will be my fourth DRZ I've owned. I had a 2007, then a 2009. I moved down to Arizona and got a 2016, and unfortunately I was in a bad accident on that bike. Totaled the bike, pretty much totaled me, broken femur, lots of rehab, never thinking I was gonna ride again, and then ended up getting back on a dirt bike. DRZ has always had a place in my heart, and I really needed to do some more adventure riding. I love my gas. That's my bread and butter when it comes to racing. Still C-class racer, but this bike rips. Gonna stick around with me for a long time. I do love this bike. I do plan on getting involved in more AMRA races here in Arizona in probably next season. But yeah, I really wanted to get back into more or less dual sport type trails, and the DRZ just fit the bill. So here we are. From the dealership, I had them put on a 14 tooth front sprocket. It comes stock 1544. It's just too high a gearing for the trails out here, I think. And then we got some new rubber. So instead of the trail wings that it comes with, I went with the MotoZ Tractionators. I believe I have the Enduro on the back and the Desert HT on the front. I also did some mods myself, including the tail tidy. It's a Tusk one. I was looking at a few other ones. The TST I've had in the past. Great tail light, but expensive, and most of my riding is going to be off-road, so I opted for not including the blinkers. And then in the front, handlebars are a must. Those stock ones really suck. So I went with some Protaper Evo, just, you know, what they had at the dealership, so the factory Suzuki KTM stock. Other than that, grips, new throttle tube, and other than that, oh yeah, the DRC Footpegs. Actually just got done installing those. Not too difficult. There's a ton of videos online that can show you how to do that. Mods for the future, I'm getting a full FMF Powercore 4 exhaust, so that'll sound nice. I did remove the stock baffle, and so I do have the spark arrestor in there. It does sound a little bit better, but it doesn't have that that power and that great sound of the FMF, or I've heard the Yoshi is pretty good too. Anyways, let's go for a little ride, see how this thing does. Break in, new rubber, could be taking it easy. Again, brand new bike, so pumped to get back on some trails. pretty good for a little girl. Nice sunset tonight. As easy as the 250, but as soon as we get that pipe on here, I think we'll be in much better shape. But yeah, another reason I went with the 400, just looks nice, so easy to ride, power in every gear, more power than any 300 4-stroke. I feel like it's heavy, but you know, what can you do? I love this bike. I'm so happy to be back on it. Beautiful sunset. I'll have a list of mods in the description below. Thanks for watching. Looking forward to bringing you guys on some pretty epic trails as soon as it cools down a little bit. Thanks for watching.